which is the next topic? The two aspects of the Pure Land?
Yes. Okay, let's go there. So the two aspects of the Pure Land are explained also in the larger sutra, but you can also go to the True Teaching on Amida Buddha and His Pure Land, this book, the True Teaching on Amida Buddha and His Pure Land, that is in page 91. So you go there, page 91, let's go. You have the two aspects of the Pure Land. Actually, it has the same title, yes. So it's very easy to answer this questionnaire and these topics because they have the same titles. So the two aspects of the Pure Land. Okay, so the Pure Land has two basically two aspects. Okay, so the first aspect is the Dharmakaya aspect, and the other is the manifestations aspect of the Sambhogakaya. Okay, the recompense aspect. Okay. So the first aspect, that is the Dharmakaya, is expressed in the larger sutra. Yes, in the larger sutra, Dharmakaya Bodhisattva explains that my land, being like nirvana itself, will be beyond comparison. Okay, so that means that the true and everything in the Pure Land is rooted in the Dharmakaya. Is actually the power of it is that it is rooted in the true reality that is beyond names and forms. Yes, that means that Amida Buddha is not attached to any form. Yes, it's not attached to any manifestation, but however, he can use manifestations. Okay, so it's not like the gods in the Arupadhatu who are addicted to non-form. Yes, so they don't like forms. They have aversion towards forms. In the case of a Buddha, they are free from forms, but they are not afraid to use forms for the benefit of sentient beings. Okay, so as Yosho Sensei explains here in page 91, this means that all the manifestations of the Pure Land are grounded in the perfect enlightenment of Amida Buddha and are conducive to enlightenment. Yes, so as we explained in the previous topic, everything in the Pure Land is conducive towards enlightenment. Why? Because it was emanated by the enlightened mind of Amida Buddha. Yeah. So this is very important for us to understand. Bodhisattva Vasubandhu explains in the Jodo, one of his works, he says, the adornments of the land of the Buddha of immeasurable life, Amida, are the wondrous manifestations of the ultimate reality. Yes, so Amida Buddha wants us to go to the Pure Land, and everything there is actually rooted in the Dharmakaya. Okay, so once we are born in the center of the Pure Land, we will be able to understand all of the aspects of enlightenment, including, of course, the Dharmakaya, which is the source of all other bodies. Yes, so the source of the Sambhogakaya and the Nirmanakaya is actually the Dharmakaya beyond forms and names. Okay, so of course the Dharmakaya is not created, yes, not destroyed, doesn't have a beginning, doesn't have an end. It's the ultimate aim of all Buddhist practices to understand and to be the Dharma, to actually not only to understand but to become the Dharmakaya. And out of the Dharmakaya, of course, you can express a means of compassion and wisdom on forms and Pure Lands in order to help sentient beings. Yes, but the source of the power of the Buddhas is the Dharmakaya. Okay, and Dharmakaya, of course, from the Dharmakaya comes the Sambhogakaya, and from the Sambhogakaya, the Nirmanakaya. So all three are one, yes, but they are equal and also different. Yes, it's like a paradox. Okay, but they are all rooted in the Dharmakaya. But of course, the most important aspects for us, Jodo Shinshu Buddhists, is not the Dharmakaya. Yes, for example, in the traditions of like Zen or Chan, they very much stress silence. They stress being without form, because that is the Dharma gate. Okay, but in our Dharma gate, as Jodo Shinshu practitioners, it is very important names and forms. Why? It's because Shakyamuni Buddha himself, in the larger sutra, the language that he chose to explain to us sentient beings what is the Pure Land is not a non-dual language, but a dualistic language. It's full with poetry, filled with dualistic and expressions of beauty and splendor. That is the language
and
that Shakyamuni Buddha chose. I'm sorry, Sensei? Sorry?
It's a descriptive language.
Descriptive, that is the word, yes. Yes, it's a descriptive language. He has described trees, he described manifestations. He didn't say, oh, the Pure Land is non-dual, or is not esoteric language, however, it's very simple, yes, simple and beautiful. You see, that is why we should, as Jodo Shinshu, focus more on the Sambhogakaya, and that is why when we entrust ourselves to Amida Buddha, we don't have like a blank circle there. No, we have Amida Buddha with face, with hands, with flowers. Yeah? That is the way we entrust ourselves to Amida Buddha. We entrust ourselves to Amida Buddha in the way that Shakyamuni Buddha advised us to do it. Yeah? Amida Buddha in Sambhogakaya form, the Amida Buddha who manifested in front of Ananda and all of the Shariputra and all of the Arahats and Bodhisattvas in the larger sutra. Okay, that is the way in which Amida Buddha himself chose to manifest there in the audience. So that is the way
Shakyamuni Buddha said to us in the larger sutra, accept this sutra in faith. That's very important.
Yes.
So faith is how we accept Amida Buddha and his story and the Pure Land in faith. That's very important.
Yes, of course. This path of the Pure Land, and especially Jodo Shinshu, is a faith-oriented path. Yes. Okay. And this faith-oriented path, it's very simple. Yes. Also, we should entrust ourselves to Amida Buddha the way that Amida Buddha is described in the larger sutra. And as Yosho Sensei explains, the larger sutra has descriptive language. Yes. Descriptive language, it explains the features of the Pure Land. All of the features of Amida Buddha are very distinct, this quality and this other quality. So that is the way in which we should entrust ourselves to Amida Buddha. Yeah, the Amida Buddha in Sambhogakaya form. Of course, the Sambhogakaya is rooted in the Dharmakaya, but as it is explained in the sutras, this Dharmakaya is beyond names and forms, and people who want to become the Dharmakaya are very wise bodhisattvas. And this is the Dharmakaya is not accessible to ordinary sentient beings. So it's very difficult for us to have faith in it. It's almost impossible for us to have faith in the Dharmakaya beyond names and forms. Yes, that is why Buddhas, and especially Amida Buddha, they built a bridge between us and the Dharmakaya. Why? It's because they know that we don't have any capacity, okay, to understand the Dharmakaya. This is beyond language, beyond names and forms. Okay, that is why the larger sutra explains Amida Buddha in all of his manifestations. Why? Because Amida Buddha emanated all of these adornments for the benefit of us, so that we can have a relationship with him. And this relationship is based on faith. Okay. Okay. So all of the manifestations of the Pure Land, as explained here in the book, the True Teaching on Amida Buddha and his Pure Lands, all of these myriads of manifestations mentioned in the 32nd vow show that the Pure Land surpasses all other places in the world of suffering. That is why Shakyamuni Buddha explains that all of the manifestations in the Pure Land of Amida Buddha surpass, quote, surpass in supreme excellence anything in the worlds of humans and devas. That means that the Pure Land of Amida Buddha is more beautiful, has more splendor than any of the samsaric realms of existence, including the realms of the gods. Yes, actually, there is a very curious analogy in which he explains that if we compare a deva, even of the highest devas, to a person in the Pure Land, yes, to a being in the Pure Land, it would be like comparing a vagabond to a king. Yes, so imagine that. Yes, so even devas look like vagabonds compared to the beauty of those born in the Pure Land. Yes, so that means that the enlightened realms of the Buddhas, and especially Amida Buddha's Pure Land, is more beautiful and more splendorous than any other being and any other realm in samsara. Okay, and of course we also have two aspects of Amida Buddha's Pure Land as a recompense. So there are two aspects in the sense of Dharmakaya and Sambhogakaya, but the Sambhogakaya also has two aspects. There's the fulfilled Pure Land, which is the center of the Pure Land, or the true recompensed land, yes, as mentioned by Shinran Shonin, and we also have the transformed land. Okay, so this leads us to another topic, which is the borderland, and the difference between the borderland and the center of the Pure Land. But I think that for this topic, we better leave it for next time. because this will require more time to explain. Yes.
Yes. So you guys are okay with these explanations? As you can see, we Amidaji branch of Jodo Shinshu are very serious in matters of doctrine. So those who visit us, those who will visit our centers, they will, if they are interested to know, they can get lots of Dharma knowledge from the priests and lay teachers at those centers.